Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Very special watch for you today has been kindly given to the channel by a company called Trendhim. Again, I haven't been paid for this review. It's all my own work. No money has exchanged hands. They haven't told me what to say. I have to say a very special thank you to Trendhim though for letting me have this watch. It's very impressive, as I'm sure you'll come to find out in a moment or two. First of all, this watch came from Denmark, and it took 3 days to get from Denmark to myself down in Cornwall in England. 3 days. Exceptional. I'm sure you'll agree with that. Absolute exceptional service. I can't say highly enough about that. I couldn't believe that when it arrived. It was like just wow. Well, this one here, of course, is the Seizmont Dante watch. It's available on their site at the moment. That's trendhim.co.uk. I'll tell you the price in a moment if I've got it here somewhere. I did have it ready, but of course, like everything else, when you want it, it's not there. £179. That's £179. And of course that's round about 190 US dollars. Things I like about this watch. There is an awful lot to like about this watch. Automatic movement, as you can see. It's the Seagull ST1646. That's the Seagull ST1646. Cracking little movement. Absolutely really pretty to look at. It's a lovely design face. I do like that. You can recognize that the actual movement inside there by the skeleton dial. Very attractive. It's got a non-rotating bezel, as you'd expect, but the bezel is actually engraved with 60, so it goes 60 to 60. So you've got 65, 10, 15, 20, you can read that yourself. I like the logo. It's nice. It's not in your face. Just look at that. Applied indices as well. Very attractive watch. And that movement, you could just watch that for hours. It's just mesmerizing to watch. It's black stainless steel, IP plated, and what I think is an incredible thing, it's got a proper milled clasp. No press clasp, a proper milled clasp. For the price point, I don't think I've seen a watch at this price have a proper milled clasp as standard. So that's a big thumbs up there, Trendhim. Absolute big thumbs up from me for that. Give you a little tip when you size these. Take the links from this side, the side that's away from the clasp, and you'll find you get a more comfy fit, and that little bit there won't dig in or pinch your arm. So a little tip for you, if you've got a mill clasp, always, if you can, adjust it from the side furthest away from that. 2 micro adjustments, as you can see. Double deployant. Very nice strap. And not too jingly jangly, as you can see. The movement in the back, as you can see, is lovely. Very, if my camera will focus. There we go. Very attractive movement in it. You can see you've got your blued screws there. You can see your jewel. Very attractive little movement. It says it's all stainless steel. It says mechanical movement. 3 atmospheres water resistant, which for a watch like this is absolutely plenty. And they haven't scrimped out on the IP plating. As you can see, they've actually plated the back of the watch as well. So no half measures. It's all done. And they've done, on the whole, a very nice job designing this watch. Another thing I like about it, it's only a small thing. I'm going to call that an onion clasp. Not an onion clasp, an onion crown. It's so small. Some of them, they stick out. You know, they stick it like a, well, like a wart on the side of your watch. This just constant flow. It's very, very, very nicely done. Absolutely very nicely done. Very impressed with that. Manual wind as well. The movement is buttery smooth, whether you're winding it. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can. Hope you're hearing that. It's really, really nice. To adjust the time, again, it's so smooth. It gives you a kind of an indicator as well when your watch is running down on power, because you can see the spring there. So as you can see, mine is pretty much fully wound. And I know that's not 100% accurate, but it gives you a kind of an idea. You can see by the spaces in between the springs there, or if it goes over and fills up that gap that's missing there. It's time to either wear it or wind it up. Well, so they're the things I like about the watch. I mean, I do like quite a lot about it. One thing I wished it did have was lume. You can argue this sort of watch, well, they wouldn't have lume anyway. Yeah, okay, I take your point. But I would like to see some lume on it. That, for me, would make it more of a complete package. There's plenty of room on those fence post hands to fill with lume. But again, perhaps I'm asking a little bit too much. Accuracy, I've had this one now for a few days. And then it's a bit vague, but I can't quite remember when I received it. And I've not had to adjust it at all. So I'm going to say if it's going to start, you know, gaining or losing or messing about, it's when they're first new, isn't it? Before they have a chance to settle down. And this one, I am had to touch it at all. One thing I would like to see as well, if they do a version 2 of these, if they can't lume the hands, how about some red hands? Or even white hands? Because the contrast then between the gold and the black, red or white, would really set this apart and would make it a little bit easier to read. You know, just small little nitpicks, but I have to say, because they've given me the watch to review, so I'm not going to say, you know, everything is rosy in the garden. I mean, I'll be honest with you, if I was had the chance to buy one of these, if I seen them, I would buy one. I can't really say much more than that, can I? If I say to you, yes, this is one I would buy, I think that's, you know, the praise is very high, because a lot of you know I am quite finicky about what I buy, and yes, I would buy this. The strap, going back to it, most of it, they've managed to get the IP plate in perfectly on all of it. There's just one little place there where you can see the IP plating hasn't quite taken or hasn't quite touched. Yes, I could change that link out because the spare ones haven't got that, but I thought I would leave it in there just for the sake of honesty. Okay, there's another little one there. But when you're wearing it, you don't notice it. I have to do a full review, the good and the bad as I find. Let's see if I can find some measurements on this. I actually made a few notes for this one. Way slow down. I know I don't normally. Right, sapphire glass. Now for the price range, that is incredible, isn't it? To get a sapphire glass on it, a sapphire crystal. That is very, very good. You've got a case width of 44 millimeters, a case depth of 13 millimeters. Bandwidth is 22, so I mean, you could put another strap on it if you wanted to. I won't, I'm going to keep it on this one. The maximum wrist size for this one is 19.5 centimeters, and the minimum wrist size is 13.2. Well, if you've seen my video before this, where I've done some wrist shots with it, it fits my 7-inch wrist absolutely brilliantly. So there we go. That's my review of the Trendhim Seizmont Dante watch, which at the time of this review is £179. You can't really go wrong. I've got no discount codes. I've not been sponsored by this video at all. It's my honest opinion as per normal. I gotta say, it is a beauty. It is a very, very nice watch indeed. Okay everyone, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And don't forget my Instagram as well. That's Ted's Cornish Watch, all one word. Ted's Cornish Watch. And thank you for watching. Take care. All the best. Bye for now.